Told y'all this was a movement. Taking over. I ain't believe. You dig? Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. East to west, we getting banked out. North to south, we getting banked out. Worldwide, we getting banked out. Yeah. Call up 917-889-8041. This the Banked Out Radio Show. We controlling the globe, but we second to no one. Every time we emerge, we put in that work and Banked Out. Do it for the coach.
All right, everybody, you're tuned into another episode of Banked Out Radio Show. We have another special guest via Zoom for y'all. We have MsSeason. Hey. In the metro Atlanta area. Like, what do you claim up there?
Well, I'm in Duluth. They call us the bougie area.
Oh, for real? I don't know.
When I told people I live in Duluth, they'd be like, oh, you live too far.
To me, it's all far anyway. I used to drive 6.5 years back and forth between Macon and Midtown Atlanta because I worked in Norfolk Southern. So I got to learn about all the different cities that surround Atlanta, and people talking about they don't want to drive from one point to the next. People talking about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very interesting. But I want everybody to know about MsSeason, who has is it Preciously Moss? Is that the actual brand name?
Yes, Preciously Moss, sea moss gel.
Okay, and you're also I would guess a fitness instructor as well.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let everybody know. Give us like a little background to why you got into sea moss, and well, I guess they go hand in hand. But why did you decide to get into those particular industries? Okay,
the fitness. Pretty much come from childhood. My father actually is a farmer. Okay. And I was born and raised on a farm, and my mother was a cook before she retired out. But my father still is a farmer. He's produced all the crops and vegetables for the state of Georgia for the WIC programs and stuff. So,
wow, that's dope.
Yeah, it started as childhood, but when my parents split, my mom unfortunately moved us from the farm life to a little city country life. So, but from that point, I never lost the ability to always help others, or.
What's up, bro?
Stressing.
About
Boss
what?
man, I'm tired of them.
It's just staying late. What's wrong?
Dude, work late all the time.
What is that?
My nicotine patches.
Bro, you have a problem, bro.
You got a solution?
Yeah.
What's it?
Called Hemp Frets. Right. Cook Shop, Hemp Frets.
Cook Shop Hemp Frets? What's this?
Only the most awesomest thing, man. It keeps you mellow, keeps you calm. Give these a try and mellow out, like I told you. It's perfect. And got one ready for you already.
You got a light?
I do. I guess radical, but
I'm free.
The healthy lifestyle, as you get older, it kind of falls off, but then you go back into your roots. So, 2015, I was in a bad car accident. I got hit by a dump truck.
Oh, wow.
And I was working as a CNA full-time at that time, and being told that I probably won't ever be able to pick up on a patient again was my determination to say, hey, I can do it. That's what the doctor's telling me, but that's not my mindset, So, like as anybody else, I started, slowly working out, and I had my ups and downs with it. 1 minute I was going, and then next minute I would stop. And it was just like that roller coaster for years from that point there. So finally in 2018, I just said no more. Like, I stood in front of the mirror, looked at myself, and was like, I'm not happy with this person here.
Yeah.
Because to me, I thought I looked good. I thought I was sexy, but it's when you putting on those Spanx and all that stuff that holds you together. That's somebody you're pretending to be. That's not who you really are. So when you come home and you take all that stuff off, now you seeing you. And the question in my mind was, are you happy with this person like you are with the person you pretty much pretending to be when you put those Spanx on and, you know, you step outside the house? And so that was the moment where I took my fitness to another level. You know, I started like cutting back on things, and I actually took on the Daniel fast in January 2020 out the Bible. I went on to doing the Daniel fast, and it wasn't just to lose weight. It was really a mental thing. And it was just like, I combined my fitness with my relationship with God. And so it became like this big mental thing. And I wanted God to be like my advocate of everything I'm doing. So I got to learn me for those 21 days. Because if you do it consistently 21 days, you can keep going.
Yeah.
And so from that point, I just gravitated to being the best I can be. And so when I dealt with several trainers, some that want to kick it with you.
Yeah.
And there's some that want to train you like you're a man. And so I was just like, no, I want my fitness to be fun. Because the most things women end up dealing with when they're working out is they get bored, especially in the African-American women way of working out. You know, we get in there and we get bored. And I didn't want to be that next bored person. And I didn't think about how I had the mindset before where I was trying to get ready for a trip or I was trying to get ready for the event. I was like, no, how do I want to look at that time I was 36. I was like, how do I want to look at 46, 56? So I started thinking long-term goals, you know, not next year. I thought about how I want to get when I get older and that look I wanted. So that was the biggest thing for me. And, you know, working in a nursing home, and at that point, I'm like, I don't want that for me. I don't want my son having to take care of me. So I need to get my health together. So when 2020 hit, we had kind of got the news on the COVID pretty much before it really came out. Being in the healthcare field, you know, I've been in the healthcare field over 20 years. So we kind of got the rumor, but nobody knew exactly what it was. And I got sick in 2020, back in March, right before they shut down. And at that point, I knew I had caught COVID. And but the best thing about me, I was already working out. So it didn't impact me as it did for someone who didn't work out and didn't eat right. And June, I will never forget, May came around. I was asking people about sea moss. I wanted to try the sea moss. I kept hearing so much about it. So I did my research on it and everything. And I ended up meeting a guy that I ordered some from. And his the sea moss he sold me it was pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But it was just like I felt like something was missing. And not only that, it was the presentation. You know, how you give somebody an order. And it was just like, he just handed me 2 jars. And I was like, okay, you know, no bag, no nothing, you know, I'm tripping.
Like, what's this?
Like, what is this? You just giving people stuff in your hand? It was just handed to me. But hey, he was a cool person. It wasn't him. It was somebody he was working for. They gave it to him. He gave it to me.
Yeah.
So one day I was sitting with my mom and I was like, I'm going to order some just to see. And I ordered some. I had it shipped in to me. And I sat on it for 2 weeks. And my mom said, so you just going to look at it? And I was like, no, Mama, I'm going to make it. And I got in there one night. I YouTube everything. And I was just like, let me try it. So at first I thought I was making it wrong. But who better to go to? Somebody from Jamaica. They know sea moss because that's where it's from, their culture. They know this stuff. So I got with one of my Jamaican friends, and every time I took her some, she was like, nope, take it back. That's not right. Nope, take it back. Finally, I got it right. And when I got it right, I just posted it up on social media, and instantly I had over 10 orders within an hour. And I was like, oh my God, you know? So once again, I went back, had my conversation with God. I was like, I need you to guide me in this, because this is going into somebody's body. And I don't want to sell somebody something I'm not. If I'm not it, I'm not going to sell it to you. So instantly one night, I'm just getting like confirmation dreams of the prices, everything. It was just like God was just flourishing it to me. And once I got into the journey, the first thing I want to know when I do my consultations, I want to know about the customer. I wanted to know their health, because I'm in the health field. So if you can't have something that I put in the sea moss, I can't give it to you. And sea moss is high in zinc and iodine. So if a person can't have those things, I'm not going to sell the sea moss to them, because I know it's in it itself. And I also wanted them to understand that if you're already taking zinc or iodine for something, you got to weed off of it, because you don't want too much in your body. So this wasn't just a sale to me. It wasn't just giving somebody something to make a quick buck. No, I wanted to make differences in people's lives. Like, I wanted them to feel what I feel. I wanted them to understand the things I understood about it. And it was from the first couple of times everybody was coming to me about their sex life. This was crazy. They was like, girl, it done increased. And I was like, yeah, I thought something was wrong with me at first. You know, I'm hyped with them, because I'm trying to understand, you know, why I got this feeling like I just want to jump like an animal. But it produces that. And amazing thing ended up happening was, I had this one couple, she came to me and she was getting it for her fitness. Just for her fitness, because it's real good for fitness. Like, before I work out, I take a tablespoon, and it helps you burn a lot of energy. And she said, dang, I started my sea moss journey and we're pregnant. It makes you fertile. Not only did she have one baby, she had two. So it was a blessing to know my sea moss helped her get pregnant. Even though they wasn't trying, they got pregnant. And, you know, it's a good, also for women who don't like taking the prenatals. It's a great prenatal. You could take it to during your pregnancy, so the baby can get all the nutrients and everything that it needs, because it has 92 minerals of the 102 minerals you have in your body.
Yeah, and that's actually what I was going to lean in towards, because that's what I've heard, that, you know, sea moss and I want to say kelp, the sea kelp, is similar in the fact that they have, you know, the essential minerals that we need for our body, that we desire. They have, like, you know, a good 90% of them in there. So
it does
go and, you know, do a whole lot of, you know, other stuff, and, you know, trying to fulfill that need with, you know, multiple products or whatever the case may be. So
yeah, and it really does do that. I had thyroid issues, and when I went to see my doctor this year for my yearly test, I'm no longer taking thyroid medicine,
which is fantastic,
because it basically eliminated that problem. I have had women, one of my customers, she literally was on her deathbed. She had high blood pressure, diabetes. She was everything. She's no longer taking none of those medicines.
How long did it take for her to go from, you know, seeing you to where she's off the medicine?
She when she started her journey with the sea moss, she was taking it from someone else first. And then when she saw that I was selling, she'd been knowing me since I was a little kid. Plus, me and her argued consistently because she was so adamant about having a gastro sleeve done. And I kept telling her, don't do it, because I lost 2 friends behind that surgery. So she trusted my judgment. I listened to her, what she was telling me was going on in her body with the fluids, the inflammation. So I knew then, okay, let me add turmeric to it. Let me add ginger. So that's what I do. I add turmeric, ginger, and honey to my sea moss and aloe vera. And so if you can't have ginger, you might have an allergy, I won't add it. You know, I listen to the whole 9 yards of the customer needs. You know, what can I do to help aid you where you won't have to take all these medicines? And it's good for mucus cleansing. So she was built with a lot of mucus. So the first time her taking my sea moss, she was like saying she was consistently just coughing up mucus. And I said, because it's cleaning out all that stuff in your body. It's a detox of its own. So I had another young lady with the same issues. She was like a firm believer it wasn't gonna work. She went from I think she was 350 to 220. She got all the way down to 220. And she never even exercised. She just walked when she's at work. And it was just a lot of toxins in her body. And and that's the thing I was explaining to people. It cleanses the toxins out your body, but you also have to do the work. Sea moss just don't work by itself. It works with you. You know, you keeping it in your body consistently, not a one-time phase or 30-day phase. No, it's a lifestyle. That's why, you know, I put on my motto is preciously moss isn't just a product, it's a lifestyle. This is not something that you just try. No, you gotta keep going. And I always tell my customers, go a few days without it, because I want them to see the difference. You know, I want them to get the mindset, oh, she's not playing. It really works. I even had a big sale with Bobby Valentino, the R&B singer. I sold to him. He was calling me the next day and was like, what did you put in this? He was like, because he caught COVID 5 times.
Oh, wow.
He literally caught it 5 times, and he had, you know, put his family on to taking the sea moss too. So I built a great relationship with him, you know, where I can just call him and I let him know that, hey, you need your time to re-up on your sea moss. You know, that's pretty much what I do when it comes to the journey, because your journey is my journey. When I make jars for my customers, I make enough for them to have it and for me to have some. So whatever they're taking, I'm taking. Yeah. Because that's the way that's what I believe in, you know. Yeah. It's so, if you do your research on it and look at how Dr. Sebi talks about it, it really helps you understand like the journey of the sea moss, the actually natural herbs and everything that can cure your body versus somebody telling you to take a pill. You know, somebody's telling you that.
I love that. And I love that you come from that perspective, and the fact that you have, like, you know, the science background with the healthcare industry, because you said you're a CNA. So I guess your why evolved, right? First, you were taking it in because your own particular personal reasons. But then as you were led, your why became bigger. So it's not about you anymore. It's about helping people. Yeah. With you doing it the way that you're doing it. And I love the fact that you said you do consultations before you just try to sell somebody something. I noticed that sea moss in general has become more of a hot product type of industry now, to where you see a lot more. I've met quite a few people who dabble and dabble in sea moss. How do you feel, you know, being in the industry and caring is a totally different perspective than jumping into an industry just trying to make some money? Do you feel like you have to go above and beyond to like sell your business and your brand? Or do you feel like, you know, the industry is doing what it's doing, but, you know, people will eventually fall off and the ones who are supposed to be there will be there?
And that's how it mainly goes. Being in it, like for instance, with me, I don't sell the fruit flavors because I don't believe in the sugar.
Okay.
I have people all the time, do you sell it with the strawberry and with the mango in it? No. I can sell you with the powder of it, the powder form or the organic powder of it, because I'm not going to give you a fruit in something that already, fruit itself has sugar. Then they're using date syrup to give the flavor even more of a kick. So now the sea moss is being put to the level of being lowered than what it needs. You know, you're not getting the benefits from the sea moss like you're supposed to. So when I break it down to them, they go, wow. And I have met customers, blood pressure, well, not blood pressure, sugar level has spiked. Matter of fact, I had a customer come to me, several of them come to me and say that they had that issue where they end up having their sugar level high. So once they told me what was going on, I said, well, okay, I'm gonna need you to get on the original, which is turmeric, ginger, and honey, because now I got to fight double to bring it down.
Yeah.
And they listen, and now they're on a successful journey. It's not like I'm not against anyone having it and selling it, but it's not going to come out of my product. I'll lose that money. I know if I sold it, I probably make twice as much as I make now, but I don't want to be responsible for your health like that.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that, because I have my wife and I, we own a hemp business, and we produce natural made products. And the Delta 8 is the same thing that you're experiencing with like the fruit flavors with the sea moss. Excuse me. The Delta 8, I tell people, that's a synthetic derived from, you know, processing a lot of hemp and synthesizing it. So therefore you're changing the chemical composition of it. And now you're putting a synthesized compound in your body and getting that high feeling. And I've had people like, you're going to sell Delta 8? No, because it goes against what we stand for as a company.
Yeah.
We want all natural approach, and we don't want stuff that's going to alter the chemical composition. We're going to do things that are natural for you. And sometimes I think consumers, they get like all hyped up with branding and marketing when it's put out there. But they don't think about, like, you know, long-term effects or what it's doing to them in the short run. And you're going to just have the same issues that you normally would have, because now you're switching back to products that have some type of alteration to them.
Yeah, that's true. And I see it so much, even when I'm going down Instagram or even Facebook, and I see it was crazy though. Before I even started selling it, I didn't see no one really selling it. And it was like, soon as I started selling it, it was like, wow, everybody, you know, selling it now. And it was just a thing that I was like, no, I can't give somebody that sugar. It would hurt my heart knowing I'm serving them sugar and I'm getting a buck off of sugar and they're not getting what they need. And then me standing strong behind that, it's not about your money, you know? And like I say, I have my degree in, you know, medical management, and I work in corporate world during the week, Monday through Friday. I'm sitting here at my desk at the table and stuff doing work, and I'm putting patients in bed. That's my assignment, approving them to, you know, get physical therapy and, you know, authorizing, you know, certain therapies for them. And then on the weekend, I go in as a PRN at the nursing home, and I'm watching patients in the bed. And COVID really was a heartfelt moment for me, because I worked on that floor, and people don't understand what in the medical field, what you saw. you know, and that was the biggest thing behind my CMOS, because if it was up to me, I would have went in there and gave every last one of them CMOS to clean it up out of them. But since I couldn't save them, I can try to save these people out here. Yeah. And that was the biggest thing with me. And as I was explaining to my customers, just because you have the vaccine does not mean you're exit out of catching the virus. You know, you still have to keep your immune system strong. You still have to do your part. You still have to take meds. You still have to, you know, take your herbs and whatever you're taking. And a lot of them understood that, like, wow. And I had customers that actually caught the COVID and they called me and they tell me what's going on, and I'll send them some CMOS, and it was clearing them out. They was healing just that fast. And I had some, leave a testimony on how the CMOS cleared it out. I was like, yeah, it's cleaning out that mucus that's building up in your lungs and everything. Just stay on top of it. And I can honestly say me nor my son been sick, because we on it. Before I leave my house, I take a tablespoon. Once I get back home, I take a tablespoon, because I don't know who I've been around. Yeah. And when he was working for the Brave Stadium, I made him take it because he was at the greeting. He was at the door when people coming by to take, get their tickets scanned. And so I had to stay on top of him because he has to come home. Yeah. And so it was just, people don't understand how much that CMOS works. And you have to exercise. You have to, I don't care if you go for a walk or, or if you decide to go to the gym, you still have to keep your body strong and active, just in case you catch it, you can fight it off fast. But when it comes to the competition, I don't look at it as a competition, because I'm not doing it for them, I'm doing it for God. Yeah. My strong belief is from God. I wake up, it's a process for me. It's a 24-hour process to prepare the CMOS. And I set my alarm. If I start processing at 3 p.m., 3 a.m., I'm up reprocessing it. And then I'm back in the bed, and then the next day I'm preparing it. So it's a process. And not only that, when I send my orders off to my customers, I like for them to feel appreciated. When they first order from me, I give them the instructions on how to take the CMOS, how to implement it, how you can put it in your food. You can put it in your baking food. Like if you bake cookies, you can mix it in your cookie dough. And you can put it in your collard greens. You can put it in, your grits, your eggs, whatever. You could do whatever you want to do with it. And the next time I send them an order, I tell them something special. Like, you're amazing. You're awesome. You keep going. You're doing a great job. There's so much in store for you. I don't know what's in store for them, but my heart at that moment say something in store for them. And it's just them opening up that thank you card, seeing that they're appreciated. So that's what makes me different from a competitor, because I'm quite sure they're not doing that. They just worried about them after that.
That's why I love small businesses, because we're allowed to have like that personal touch and that relationship with customers and clients, however you want to title them. And yeah, you're right. When people do transactions, I'm like, they don't get thank you cards and stuff like that. And then on top of that, the second time they order, they're getting inspirational type stuff. So that goes a long way. I believe that goes a long way. To put a smile on somebody's face when at least expecting it, it creates this, snapshot of, retention and being a permanent marker in their brain. So when you decided to pursue this and you prayed on it and you got that revelation, when you started to open up to your inner circle that this is something you was going to pursue, how was that reaction? Were you supported? Were people like, I don't know about this, or how was it?
When I first started, I was nervous. No lie. I was nervous because I was waking up to my Cash App and everything just going off instantly. And it was just like a bombshell. And I'm running in the living room to my mom like a little girl, because at the time my mom was living with me. And I was like, "Bro, somebody ball, and everything." And I was like, I was just so adamant. I was just so excited. It was just everything for me. And so it was just amazing. Like I couldn't do anything else but be excited. And then it was just like, don't get caught up in the financial part, because that's where you will lose your focus.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be that next person. That's why when people say, well, do you have a paying website or a third-party website? I said, no. The reason why I don't have it, because I'm still learning my business. And I'm not going to go ahead in my business before the revenue is not even there. And I want to stay connected with you all. I don't want somebody else sending you the order, preparing, doing everything for me, and then you have no connection. Because whatever you receive the order and it's broken, or whatever you receive the order, something's wrong. Now you got to go back through this third party because you have no connection to me. And what if I don't catch it that day? I don't want to build that off top. I wanted to build, the advocate of having that special connection with all my customers, building that thing, and also showing my son that something happened to me today. I want you to still go on. I even teaching him. He knows it. If I'm unable to make it, he knows it. If I need boxes prepared for shipping, he prepares them. So it's not just a moment for me, it's a moment for him, because I want him to know, hey, this is something handed to you. I want you to have this, this will be extra for you, but I want you to love it the way I love it. Yeah. Because that's the key to it, is loving it. And I have this routine I do. When I get ready to prepare my CMOS, I don't answer the phone. I got either Dr. Darius Daniel, Keon Henderson, my pastor, Bishop Dale Broner, T.D. Jakes. I have all these people on, as I'm doing my orders, I'm listening to either one of them. Somebody's going to be inspiring me while I'm preparing orders. Yeah. It's like, that's that connection I have between me and God. And as I'm doing, because Dr. Darius Daniels speaks about, if you want to know about business in a biblical form, Dr. Darius Daniels is the one to listen to, because he is the person that's going to talk to you about doing business. He's going to teach you your business stuff. He's going to teach you how to market a business, a small business. He's going to teach you how to give back in your business. And he's my inspiration on my business. So he's normally my number one guy that I listen to when I'm preparing orders. My orders, because I look at what's going in me is going in you, and my energy has to be in the right place at that moment. I won't even prepare an order if I wake up with a bad energy, or if I wake up feeling bad that day, or just my spirit just feel low. I'll send my customers a text message or email. Today I'm not in my best energy. It's kind of off. I will not prepare your order, but I will send your order off this day, tomorrow. All orders are 24-hour turnaround. I don't give that 3 to 5 days. No, I give that. I'll send them that, and I'll screenshot their tracking number, because I send priority mail, and they have all that from me.
I love the fact that you have a culture that you're building, even with it being you and your son. And as you grow that, I guess this is a better question. Have you thought about the growth that you're going to experience? Because with the amount of love that you're putting into it, I know that it's not going to just plateau. It's going to keep growing. And of course, you're going to, have a process to where you want to control the quality of your products going out and being made. But have you thought about how you're going to handle that when it gets to that point?
I've thought about it. I've been in management. I ran a small business, home care business, healthcare home care business for this lady here in Atlanta. So I have that management skills and everything. So my biggest thing in the business is before you hire somebody or bring anybody on, you got to get to know them. And it's not getting to know them about the business, getting to know them on a personal level, because that's gonna eliminate all the red flags you need. Because anybody would tell you something to get in a job. I've done it, to get a job. And so if you listen to them and like kind of get who they are, you'll be determined if that person's gonna either be a liability or they really gonna be there or an asset, So it seems like with me, God prepared me for this moment, because I've started off in the medical field. I grew up taking care of people because that's the way we was raised. And, being in a CNA, being in the medical field, working with elderly, traveling with them, being that advocate for them. Then I went and got my degree, and I became a healthcare management person, went from being an office assistant to an actual office manager. It was like he was preparing me for this moment. And so the step of running the business is having people I can look at and say, I can actually go to sleep tonight because I know this person is doing this. I know this person is doing that. And my biggest thing is how you treat your employees to keep them. Sometimes it's never even about the pay. It's about how that person make them feel. And I know what it feels like when I was being a full-time CNA. I know what it felt like, somebody treating you like a janitor. But that patient is treating you like you the best thing happened to them, because they have no one there to talk to them or make them feel good. But you got that nurse or that doctor looking at your title versus what you bring to the table. So when it comes to expanding my business, that's what I'm looking for when bringing somebody on the team. How you want to be felt. If there's a problem, how would you fix it? How would you fix it? But I'm not going to relate it to the business. I would just ask them something randomly, because if they talking about the business, they're going to tell me what they want me to hear. But if I'm talking about something casual, they're going to tell me what they really going to do. And so that's the biggest thing, is having people join the team that really care about their health, because you can't sell somebody something and you're a mess. That's not going to work. I can't get somebody to take CMOS and my staff not even on it. They don't care nothing about it. Then it looks just like $1 to them. I don't want that. So anything, I want people who's really strong-minded about their health. Like they really got to be as addicted to their health as much as I am. And that's another big advocate. I tell people, if you take care of your health like you do your habits, you'll go far.
Okay, so let everybody know, what are some common misconceptions about CMOS and fitness in general?
Well, with fitness in general, some of the misconceptions, people think it's a short-term thing. Once they get it, they get their results, they fine. No. You have to keep going. This is no, I stop and I'm good. Because even like bodybuilders, if you ever seen a bodybuilder, especially the ones that have been on steroids and stuff, once they come off that stuff, you can tell the difference. The body looks a little flabby. It look like they just holding on to, like something just holding in there, but it's just flab now. And even like, I just recently had surgery. I had a total hysterectomy. And coming from not working out for 2 months, I saw the mass difference in my body. It didn't fall off a lot, but I knew where I was missing at, where I needed to do. So you automatically know you can't just stop. You have to keep going. But you know, you have your cheat days. I have mine. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I'm all day diet." No, Fridays and Saturdays, I get down. I take advantage of my moments. You know, I don't eat pork or beef like that. You know, I don't eat pork. Period. I don't eat beef. I eat turkey and stuff like that. But if I want some fried chicken, I'm gonna get me some fried chicken. You know, so it's like you have your moment, but don't stay in. You know, some people take a cheat day and make it a cheat week. Yeah. And then get back to the problem. You'll be amazed how many times I hear, "Oh, I fell off." Are you still going? That's the thing I have. The biggest misconception people think is short term. Yeah. And even if you go get your body done, you know, if a female decides to go get a mommy makeover, you can't think that body gonna stay that way. Yeah. You have to keep it up. It's a maintenance now. Yes. So I haven't seen someone yet that had their body done and say, "Let me teach you how to maintain your new look." All I see is pretending to these people like they've been had that flat stomach. No, you didn't. Yeah. You know, you went and had surgery. Be honest with these people. Tell them the truth and show them what you're doing to maintain it. Exactly. You know, how you maintaining that body. Because, for instance, I met a patient, she had her body done years ago. She of the surgery. And so and then I met another patient, she had her boobs done. And the family couldn't pay to get her heart not strong enough. So she has the boobs in there and she has to wear a bra because it hurts. Because the skin now is saggy because she's older. Yeah. And she can't go without a bra now. She probably used can, you know, back in the days because the skin was tight. She was younger, but she got older and now the skin pulling down on it and she's hurting. So she constantly has to wear a bra now. Yeah. So it's a lot of things behind the fitness, and even with the CMOS, you can stop it. You don't have to consistently make it a lifestyle for you, but it's consequences too. You know, you end up catching colds again. Your body builds back up with mucus because you got to think about it. Dairy has mucus, especially if you're a cheese lover. So you're going to build up with that. Some medications can cause mucus buildup. If you like to drink alcohol, or beer has very high doses of yeast. And so it's all this building up in your body and you wondering why you can't lose it, or you constantly coughing and, you know, you got mucus coming up, but it's not coming up enough to clean it out of you. So the misconception is people thinking short term and not thinking long term.
That's what's up. So for anybody out there who wants to, hit you up, do a consultation, check out your product and things that you have to offer, where's the best place for them to be able to go?
Both Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram, Precious_Ronie, RONIE. And they can check me out on Facebook at MsSeason Radford. I'm on both. I'm constantly in both of them. Instagram, I get a lot of people come through there. Facebook, I get hit all the time. For some odd reason, they find me on Facebook a lot faster, but they always try to be Facebook. But and Facebook really, really pushed a lot because I end up gaining a Vietnamese customer, and he orders it and he sells it out of his nail shop.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Yeah, he sells it out of his nail shop. So it's a blessing of the different. I have got to meet so many different people all over this world, like Arkansas, Puerto Rico, Korea. I have met some amazing people, and, you know, hearing their stories and what they want to do. And they're not just a one-time customer, you know, they consistent. I have a subscription plan that I settle with them. They order every 2 weeks. They don't have to pay for their shipping costs. The shipping cost is on me. So all they have to do is stay consistent with ordering every 2 weeks. And so That's been a success too. I have a few customers that love that one.
Yeah.
And then sometimes for birthdays, I send out, birthday jars. Happy birthday is on me this time.
That's what's up. That's dope. Well, I appreciate your time, your energy, what you bring into the community and providing natural. I love people who go into the industries of doing like natural stuff because I can definitely empathize. I can sympathize with that from a business and from a consumer standpoint. And just continue to keep doing what you're doing. And I want to, stay connected to your journey and see how far you're willing to go.
Facts. I'm gonna have to send you a jar too.
That's what's up.
I always do that. I like to bless. The biggest thing I get out of the whole industry of the CMOS and my fitness period, just showing people the good and the bad and the ugly. The good days, my days are in the gym. Some of the days I have my bad days when I'm crying, because I get frustrated, in there. Even with the CMOS, I just come up with crazy ideas of I got the lemon one out, I'm loving that one. And then I named one called the West Way, named after one of my customers. I named it after her because I was so proud of her journey. And it turned out to be the color of her favorite lipstick. So I named it West Way, and that one is blue Splenda and elderberry or Asa berry mix with ginger and honey. And so I take that one before I go to the gym because I really burn the energy when I take that one. So I'm always in here creating my own mindset of what I want. Then I have some customer that want it all mixed. They want the cinnamon, the elderberry, and they want it all mixed together. So I just listen to them. They keep me going. If you inbox me and say, hey, I want to try it this way, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna try it. That's just me. Now I'm in preparations of doing gummy bears, the CMOS gummy bears, so people can have their gummy bears, take them to work with them. And so it's all about being the best you can be in this business. Everybody can sell it. Anybody can sell it. But how do you feel? How do you make that customer feel when they walk away? Yeah. That's the goal for me. How I want you to feel when you leave from ordering from me. If you decide to go to somebody else, I want to leave that standpoint where that person say, dang, she ain't do it like Precious did it. Precious came with this, Precious did that. Like this month is Halloween. I've been sending jars out with candy in the bag. Happy Halloween. Treats on me. Enjoy your time. That's a cheat day. So it's all about making people feel special, because it's not about their money, because at the end of the day, they can take their money anywhere. Yeah, they can. And so that's the goal. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you, doing the things that you're doing. I can tell that you're very passionate about what you do and that you actually care. There's some people, who just run through the motions. So I love, to highlight that. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna throw all your pictures in here so people can see what you got to offer. I'll put your contact, social media stuff in there, and like I said, I look forward to following up and seeing what you go from here. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. This actually made my day. Well, I'm glad that it did. Yes, you did. You made my day. You making my mama go to the gym tonight worth it now. So I appreciate you. That's what's up. So everybody out there who's going to be tuning into the video, y'all make sure y'all follow Preciously Moss on Instagram, and what you said, Facebook with MsSeason. MsSeason Radford. And just go and support and continue to keep supporting Black-owned businesses, because y'all know I'm always pushing the envelope for that. Any last words for the audience? Y'all stay safe out there, for real. Stay safe. COVID is real. Don't let nobody tell you no fad. I work in it. I've seen it. It's nothing to play with. Even if you don't take CMOS, take your natural herbs, turmeric, ginger, honey, cinnamon, elderberry, you know, take those things. Don't think that you have the shot that you're good, the vaccine that you're good. No, you're not. It only helps aid if you do end up catching the virus. So just respect the fact if you want to be out here in the streets and doing what you do, don't go around your loved ones that vulnerable. I've lost several friends this year from that. You know, just going around people and they bring it home to their loved ones and they pass away. And you don't want it to be that cause you basically killed your own loved one because you decide to be reckless and they want to be at home. So take it serious. Take it serious. And if you are on a CMOS journey, you know, take it before you leave the house. Take it when you come back home. Don't sit and go, well, I don't want to use it all up. No, use it all up. You know, take care of your health like you do your habits. You know, if you same way you want that, ladies, the way you want your wigs, take care of your hair, take care of your health like that. You know, you want that fresh dew. Fellas, you want those fresh Nikes, take care of your health like you take care of that. You know, think in that level and think long term because your senior year is dependent on you right now to get it right today.
That's what's up. And y'all heard it here from Miss Season with Preciously Moss. So y'all go and y'all follow and y'all heed to the information.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Told y'all this was a movement. Taking over. I ain't believe. You dig? Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. East to west, we getting banked out. North to south, we getting banked out. Worldwide, we getting banked out. Yeah. Call up 917-889-8041. This the Banked Out Radio Show. We controlling the globe and we second to no one. Every time we emerge, we put in that work and Banked Out.